Tonight, the National Police Service is on the spot once again following the death of a teacher and ex-platform influencer, Albert Ojwang, who died in police custody after he was arrested over a social media post. Ojwang was arrested at his home in Migori County yesterday and brought to Nairobi's Central Police Station for further questioning, only to wind up dead hours later. Amnesty International Kenya is calling on the Independent Policing Oversight Authority and the Kenyan National Commission on Human Rights to investigate the matter and make the findings public and the officers involved in the incident held accountable.
So Mambo itakuwa poa na Inda is one of the worst police stations in Nairobi.
Nitakuwa safe hapo ndani.
Nini?
Will I be safe?
Light?
Safe.
Yeah. Rumande is safe.
That was the last phone call 30-year-old Albert Ojwang made, talking to his friends, explaining his arrest after he was picked up by officers of the Directorate of Criminal Investigations for allegedly posting a derogatory tweet on X.
Wakajitambulisha kwamba wao wametoka DCI Nairobi. Kijana ametusi mkubwa wao. Kwa hivyo wametuma kutoka Nairobi waje nyumbani kumchukua huyu mtoto.
Albert was picked up from his father's home in Homa Bay at about 4 p.m. as he was sitting down to have a meal. For a moment, the family thought it was just a normal arrest and that the matter would soon be sorted out.
Akaniambia tumekuja kumchukua huyu kijana, mimi ni afisa wa polisi, akanionyesha kibandiko hapa kwenye kifua chake, katag kako hapo. Na nikaridhika kuona kwamba basi kama amekuja kumchukua ni vyema, kwa sababu pengine kuna jambo ambalo si sawa ambayo imewafanya waje.
For some reason, Albert was brought all the way to Nairobi with his father following close behind. The convoy arrived at Central Police Station in the wee hours of the morning. By 6 a.m., Meshach asked police officers where his son was.
Akaja afisa wa kiume akaniambia kwamba mzee, masaa haya bado tunashughulikia usafi wa ndani. Kwa hivyo wewe nenda ukanywe chai, urudi mida ya kama saa 4.
By 10 a.m., officers delivered the news that his son was no more, a son that he had left in their custody. But there are more questions than answers to this story. Albert's family say that according to the police, he had requested to be isolated given that he has asthma. And while he was in the cell alone, he knocked his head on the wall and fell unconscious. That was about midnight last evening. The story goes, when police found Albert unresponsive, he was taken to Bagathi Hospital, saying that he had tried to commit suicide. However,
the family were able to view his body and they have confirmed that the injuries are not consistent with the story that the police are trying to share to the public, that he has injuries on both his eyes, his nose, his mouth, side of his face. Both sides of his arms have been injured, consistent with defense positions that he may have been taken. And so the story that has been shared, they feel that that is a lie.
At a glance, the president of the Law Society of Kenya says Albert's body bears the markings of an extrajudicial killing. Albert was Meshach's only child. After following the arresting officers all the way to Nairobi last night, he was expecting to see his son in court, alive.
When this young man lost his life, we will not allow you to hide. We will hold you personally accountable. I have been able to speak with the poor officers who came here. However, because the OCS is not here, the OCPD is not here, they are not able to collect evidence and information the way they ought to. And we say that we hope they will come back and ensure that they get that information.
It seems that the alleged X account has been deactivated. There is a second person in custody in Kamkunji over the same matter. The Independent Policing Oversight Authority, IPOA, has announced that it will be investigating the incident. The National Police Service has also promised transparency and accountability, saying that they are committed to ensuring the facts surrounding Albert's death are thoroughly examined. Catherine Omwando, NTV.
And we continue following.